You ever notice how in America it's like being broke is normal, but owing money is even more normal? We joke about student loans, car payments, credit card debt like it's just part of adult life. But deep down, none of it actually feels okay. We grew up being told that debt is just part of the deal, like if you want a degree, a car, a house, you have to borrow. But here's the twist. That's not adulthood. That's a system designed to keep us stuck. And the worst part? They've sold us debt like it's freedom, build credit, invest in your future, live your dream. But the reality is, that freedom often feels more like handcuffs you can't take off. If debt is so normal, then why does every payday feel like a panic attack? We should feel excited, but instead, we're calculating how much is left after bills and it's barely enough to breathe, honestly. It's like running on a treadmill that never stops. You're sweating, you're grinding, you're doing everything right, but you're not moving an inch closer to freedom. And here's the hard truth. Man, if we keep accepting debt as just life, we're gonna wake up at 40 or 50 still chained to bills. And by then, freedom isn't just far, it's a dream we never chased. What if I told you that being debt-free in America isn't impossible, it's just unpopular? Hey guys, I'm John, and welcome back to Cash Plan with John, your go-to spot for breaking free from money myths. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my weekly tips on building real freedom, not fake financial stability. Quick note, this is for educational purposes only. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just here to share real talk and strategies. Today we're breaking down why normalizing debt is killing your freedom and how you can start flipping the script step by step. This is Stop Normalizing Debt, Choose Freedom Instead. Let's dive in. We've been told debt is the price of adulthood, student loans, car payments, credit cards. But here's the harsh truth. That's not freedom. That's a cage dressed up in convenience. The average American household owes over $90,000 in debt. That's not a sign of wealth. That's proof we're living paycheck to paycheck while calling it normal. Picture this, one life where you're always behind, bills, late fees, stress. Now picture another where you wake up debt-free, your paycheck is yours, and life feels light. Society says credit builds freedom, but in reality, it builds dependence. And the deeper you go, the harder it is to climb out. Debt doesn't scream, it whispers. It starts small. Then one day you wake up and realize you're working not for your dreams, but for your lenders. Like Warren Buffett said, chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. Debt is that chain, and breaking it is the first real step toward freedom. Student loans were supposed to be the key to a better future, but for most of us, they feel more like a lock on our freedom. You graduate excited for life, but instead of opportunity, you're handed a bill that follows you everywhere. We're talking about over $1.7 trillion in student debt in America. That's more than what people owe on credit cards. And it's not just numbers. It's millions of us postponing dreams because we're buried under monthly payments. Instead of enjoying their 20s, traveling, starting businesses, living freely, most grads are stuck juggling bills and skipping experiences they once dreamed about. Debt becomes the invisible boss controlling every decision. We grew up hearing that college guarantees success, but the truth? That debt often delays everything: marriage, kids, buying a home, the milestones that define adulthood. Debt doesn't just cost you money. It costs you time, freedom, and peace of mind. And the system wants you to believe that's just how life works. Jim Rohn once said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." Maybe it's time we rethink what real learning and real freedom actually look like. Credit cards promise freedom, but most of the time, they're just handcuffs with a shiny finish. They make spending feel effortless, while the real cost quietly piles up behind the scenes. They sell you points and perks like they're tickets to the good life. But every swipe is really a loan, and loans come with a price tag you don't see until it's too late. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt. That's not freedom. That's dragging an invisible weight everywhere you go. Swiping for a vacation feels exciting in the moment, but paying for it months later is the part they never show you. Cash-paid trips feel lighter, freer, and way more satisfying. Those sexy points and perks, they come with 20% interest if you're not careful. And trust me, no free flight is worth a lifetime of payments. Benjamin Franklin said it best. Small leaks sink great ships. And those little charges are the leaks draining your financial future. We've been sold the lie that a new car equals success. But the truth? Most of us are just signing up for years of debt just to feel like we made it. The average new car loan is over $40,000, with payments around $700 a month. That's money that could be building your future, but instead, it's vanishing into a depreciating ride. Society says, you deserve a new car, but what they really mean is, you deserve to stay broke. Every monthly payment is a piece of your freedom slipping away. Imagine instead you're driving a car that's fully paid off. No monthly bill, no weight on your shoulders, just pure ownership and peace of mind. Driving something you actually own feels way better than impressing strangers. With payments you hate, real wealth is quiet. It doesn't need to flex. Remember what Will Rogers said, too many people spend money they haven't earned, to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like. Choose freedom over flex. Own your life, not payments. We've all heard it. Buying a house is always a smart investment. But here's the truth. Just because it's a mortgage doesn't mean it's good debt. If you're not careful, that dream home can turn into a financial prison. The average mortgage in the U.S. is over $236. That's a massive loan, and it's not just about monthly payments. It's about decades of your life committed to the bank. Everyone says it's an investment, but if you're barely scraping by each month, that investment is owning you, not the other way around. Now imagine this instead, owning your home outright. No payments, no stress, just peace, security, and true freedom every time you walk through that front door. Don't let society trick you into thinking 30 years of payments is normal. Normal isn't the goal. Financial freedom is. Remember this, the borrower is slave to the lender. Build a plan, pay it off early, and take back control of your life. Because freedom feels a lot better than 30 years of debt. Let's be real, debt isn't just about dollars and interest rates. It's the weight you feel on your chest every time the bills show up. It's that pit in your stomach when you check your bank app and wonder how you're gonna make it through the month. Debt sneaks into your relationships too, turning date nights into arguments about money and future plans into fights about priorities. It's hard to feel close to someone when you're both losing sleep over the same credit card balance. And man, the stress? It's real. Studies show 40% of Americans say debt is their biggest source of anxiety. That means nearly half of us are walking around with invisible chains, exhausted, distracted, and always one unexpected bill away from panic. Society tries to tell us debt is manageable, like it's no big deal. But they never mention the sleepless nights or the mental burnout. It's not just about paying money back, it's about paying with your peace of mind. But imagine the flip side, waking up with zero payments, no due dates haunting you, and actually enjoying your paycheck. That kind of freedom hits different, and it's a peace you can actually feel. At the end of the day, debt steals more than your money, it steals your energy, your focus, and your ability to fully experience life. And that's why choosing freedom over debt isn't just a financial decision. It's a mental health one. Most people think living with debt is just normal. But normal isn't working. It's keeping millions stuck, stressed, and broke. The truth? The opposite of normal isn't crazy. It's called freedom. When you attack debt with purpose, you're not just paying bills. You're buying back your life. People who go all in on paying debt save thousands and unlock options they never had before. Imagine waking up and knowing every dollar you earn is yours. No more payments. No more pressure. That's what life without debt feels like, full control and endless possibilities. Society wants you to believe breaking free is impossible. But here's the truth. Regular people crush their debt every single day because they decide they're done being slaves to payments. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Freedom isn't about luck. It's about consistent choices that build a life you control. This is your moment to choose differently. Stop settling for normal. Chase the life where money is a tool, not a trap, and freedom isn't a dream. It's your reality. Debt isn't normal, it's the trap. Student loans, credit cards, car payments, mortgages, stress, they're not freedom. But you don't have to play that game. Freedom starts when you stop accepting debt as normal and start building a life on your terms. If this video hit home, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. I want to hear from you. What's the one debt you wish you could wipe out today? Let's talk in the comments. This is Cash Plan with John. Your journey to financial freedom starts here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Go live free, not in debt. Catch you next time.